In this video, we're going to discuss how you can write inequalities from word problem using 3 past region questions. The first question we're going to look at is question number 11 from the June 2017 Algebra 1 region. Jordan works for a landscape company during his summer vacation. He is paid $12 per hour for mowing lawns and $14 per hour for planting gardens. He can work a maximum of 40 hours per week and would like to earn at least $250 this week. If M represents the number of hours mowing lawns and G represents the number of hours planting gardens, which system of inequalities could be used to represent the given conditions? So let's write out what we know. We know that M is the number of hours mowing lawns. And we know that G represents the number of hours planting gardens. And we also know that he can work a maximum of 40 hours per week. So that means that M plus G, the total number of hours mowing lawns and planting gardens, has to be less than or equal to 40. So this is going to be one equation. What else do we know? We know that he gets $12 per hour mowing lawns. That means that 12 times M, for each hour mowing lawns, he gets $12. So 12M is equal to the total amount he earns from mowing lawns. And Jordan gets $14 per hour planting gardens. So for each hour that he plants the garden, he gets $14. So 14G is the total amount that he earns from planting gardens. And the minimum amount that he wants to earn is $250. So that means that 12M, the total amount he earns from mowing lawns, plus 14G, the total amount he earns from planting gardens, has to be greater than or equal to 250. So this is our other inequality. And the answer to the question, the one that has these two inequalities, is choice 1. Let's look at another question. This is question number 37 from the August 2014 Algebra 1 region. Edith babysits for X hours a week after school at a job that pays $4 an hour. She has accepted a job that pays $8 an hour as a library assistant working Y hours a week. She will work both jobs. She is able to work no more than 15 hours a week due to school commitments. Edith wants to earn at least $80 a week working a combination of both jobs. Write a system of inequalities that can be used to represent the situation and then graph it. And there's also another question. We are not going to graph it and we are not going to answer the third part of the question. We're just going to write the two equations in this video. So let's write out what we know. We know that X represents the number of hours Edith babysits, and we know that Y represents the number of hours that she works at the library. And we know the maximum number of hours that she can work per week is 15. So we can use this to write an inequality. X plus Y, the total hours babysitting plus the total hours working at the library, has to be less than or equal to 15 hours in total. So this is one inequality. The other inequality is, let's write out what we know. She earns $4 an hour babysitting, so 4X is equal to the total amount that she earns babysitting. And then she earns $8 an hour in the library, so 8Y is the total amount that she earns at the library. And she wants to earn at least $80 per week. That's $80 the minimum that Edith wants to earn. So we could use this to write an inequality. 4X plus 8Y, the total earnings babysitting and at the library, have to be greater than or equal to 80. So this would be our other inequality. Let's look at one last question. This is question number 35 from the August 2016 Algebra 1 region. The question actually has two parts. We're only going to do the first part. A drama club is selling tickets to the spring musical. The auditorium holds 200 people. Tickets cost $12 at the door and $8.50 if purchased in advance. The drama club has a goal of selling at least $1,000 worth of tickets to Saturday's show. Write a system of inequalities that can be used to model the scenario. So let's first write out what we know. We need something to represent tickets purchased in advance, and we need something to represent tickets purchased at the door. Let's use X to represent the number of tickets purchased at the door. And we'll use Y to represent the number of tickets sold in advance. The maximum number of tickets that they could sell is 200 because the auditorium only holds 200 people. So 200 is equal to the maximum number of tickets they can sell. So we could use this to write an inequality. X plus Y, the total tickets of all of them sold by the door and sold in advance, has to be less than or equal to 200. That's one inequality. And our other inequality, let's write out what we know. Tickets cost $12 at the door. So 12x is equal to the total amount earned from all the tickets by the door. Because it's $12 for each ticket. And then tickets sold in advance are $8.50 each. So 8.50y is equal to the total amount earned from all the tickets sold in advance. Because it's $8.50 for each ticket sold in advance. And the goal is to sell at least $1,000, so $1,000 is the minimum amount of money that they want to earn. We could use this to write out an inequality. 12x plus 8.5 or 8.50y has to be greater than or equal to 1,000. And this is our other inequality.